And we should be good to go. Alright. Let me see if everything is good. Seems like it's good. It says it's live. So shout outs to everyone who's already here. Shout outs to, I see Nexter. I see a name that I sadly do have no idea how to pronounce. So I apologize on that. But then it says Demid. So shout outs to Demid, new name. Shout outs to Sway, member of the channel, of course. I am very happy today. But before I start talking, hopefully my audio is good. If it isn't, let me know. Let me know if it's good, obviously. Because I had some struggles with audio a bit ago. And I know some people have been saying it's been like popping a lot during the streams. So I want to see if it's just good immediately. But overall, I've been having a pretty solid day so far. I woke up, watched the Nintendo Direct, which was amazing. Absolutely loved the Nintendo Direct. So many amazing reveals. I actually meant to change my shirt for the stream because my girl Zelda, she got a game for the first time. I'm super happy. That game is going to be amazing. Metroid Prime 4, that looks amazing. Mario Luigi game, that looks amazing. A lot of great stuff. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 finally being playable for people in general. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. What's it called? Yeah, those reveals, absolutely incredible to me. Put me in a very positive mood. Especially the Zelda game. I've been praying, hoping that my girl Zelda is going to get her own game that she is the main character in for a long time. And I'm hyped. I'm very hyped. Especially with it coming out in a few months. You guys never really see it on this one, but I do have a Zelda poster right there in the background. And I've been a fan of that series my whole life. So I'm very excited for that. And Zelda's one of my mains in Smash. So yeah, very excited for that for sure. But it seems like the audio is good. Yeah, Metroid Prime 4, beyond hype for me. Also a huge Metroid fan as well. But yeah, super excited for what's to come from all that stuff, but even more excited about this chapter, because I hear this chapter is some greatness. Twilight Princess, banger game, one of my favorite games ever. Shouts to Midna, one of my goats. Sorry you're hearing a plane right now, as always. Planes fly right over my house. It's just, you live with it. You live. There were rumors that there was going to be a Twilight Princess HD thing in this direct, but there weren't any. But hey, I would rather take a new game than a remake. No, not a remake, a port. Because they already did a thing for the Wii U. Which was cool. It was cool. But I say it's time. You know how it is, we get into it. And one thing that I want to say off rip is I remember last time I specifically mentioned that I was going to put out a video on the chapter. The video's been done for like weeks. But the thing is, I haven't been able to do a JoJo chapter thing, obviously, because there hasn't been one. And I haven't really mentioned it on stream. But I was very sick after my trip to Europe. And during my trip to Europe, I had a very bad idea of what the timing was. You know, obviously with there being a 6-hour time difference. And unfortunately, that video has kind of just been in limbo. So what I'm thinking of doing, because I did see this first page right here, where it says the unending pursuit begins. Now, as you guys may or may not remember, my last stream for this, I had a theory, not a theory, just more of an analysis thing, that this stand that they're fighting is inspired by the Wonder of View, because Araki tends to have a early villain in an arc parallel an endgame villain in an arc. And I think if this is all about pursuit and all that, it could easily be a thing to the Wonder of View. So what I'm thinking is I'm probably going to rework that video, depending on what's in this chapter, to see how much better it can get. So that's my plan right now. Video is done. It's literally just sitting there. But I'm like, at this rate, I might as well talk about this stuff as well. Because, why not? So, yeah, that's my plan for that. My expectations, obviously, we got some more action going on with this stuff. You know, that's not shocking to me in the slightest. Action in a JoJo chapter. That's like, I don't know, the sky is blue. But I did see this right here. That girl's Bags Groove. So that girl, obviously, we have no idea who that girl that they're referring to is. But Bags Groove is seen as like a thing that that girl, whoever it is, owns. You know, so Bags Groove could easily be the stand that they're fighting. So that's cool to know. That's obviously not a prediction necessarily. That's just my immediate like, oh, that's probably it. Shouts to John K. John K says, "You're always streaming JoJo when I'm sleeping. Glad I can catch this one. Appreciate you for watching in the first place, but I'm glad you're able to see it live finally. That's super awesome." But yeah, so what I'm going to do first is I still haven't done all the members for gifts this month. So I'm going to gift some members right now. See, a lot of people here aren't members, you know. If you do enjoy my content, please consider becoming a member. It helps me out immensely. But I am going to gift 5 right now. Let's see who the lucky 5 are. Alright. Shoutouts to Brandon King, one of the mods on this channel, Beaked Baines, Cash, Matt W, and Juan Martinez. Shoutouts to all of them for becoming members through the luck of the draw. But if you want to help support the channel, not only do you support by watching, chatting, you know, just making the vibes good, but if you want to support me monetarily, consider becoming a member. You get more stuff, like lots of streams that I had to make member exclusive because of copyright shenanigans, and I'm planning on doing some like free ball videos if you enjoy. But yeah, and also obviously we are getting ever so close to the 10,000 subscriber goal. Any support towards that would be greatly appreciated as well. Yeah, someone actually just followed me on Twitch, which I haven't used in a long time, so shoutouts to them. Shoutouts to La Skepta. Shoutouts to them. Cool. Alright, but with that, it's time to get into the chapter. I'm expecting a lot of action, a lot of craziness, and whoever that girl is going to show up. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that. Let's see below. Actually, you know what? Speaking of the Twitch, I've been considering streaming on Twitch for a hot minute now. I've been on like the multiverses grind set. I don't know if you guys play that game, remember that game like that, but I want to start doing stuff just talking to the chat because I play it anyway, so I might as well be doing something while playing it, if that makes sense. So if that sounds interesting, actually check out the Twitch. Wow, the Twitch might be alive? Impossible. But yeah, I say we get into it. I'm excited. You know, Usagi, Charming Man, and Dragona are all out for the count, so maybe it'll be a dynamic duo, Jodio and Paco, a scenario once again. But we'll just have to wait and see. And with that, let's get right into it. Jojolands, Chapter 16. That Girl's Bags Groove, Part 1. So he's already aware this is going to be a multi-part fight. Let's go. and the unending pursuit begins. We got JoJo dodging a bunch of like raindrops, November Rain. We get Volume 3 and the Lisa Lisa book, which I do want to read. I don't know if any of you have read it, but let me know if it's good. Alright. Is there a means of escaping this defensive battle? Where this lava rock is, and where the 5 of us are, there's no way it could have been leaked to anyone. But right now, I don't know how, but we're under attack by an enemy stand that's being operated remotely. An automatic pursuit. The land owned by Howler Co., worth $50 billion. Those original copies of the deeds had traps laid in them like landmines. Oh. I guess the original copy of the deeds, and then that? I don't really know. Alright, let's continue. Excuse me. Shouts to Demid saying, I have one review vibes from this chapter. That is just fuel to my fire. So that means a lot. Also, let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. Just who is this enemy? And why exactly did they attack us when we were just browsing those land deeds? This is a gorgeous shot here. This is gorgeous. Showing the internal organs of Usagi. Actually beautiful. And from the enemy's perspective, when they saw us looking at those deeds, they must have been thinking, just who are these people? Or like the smooth operators being down there. That's cute. I remember that. I'm certain they'll be coming to find that out. Totally normal, average, everyday, casual, painless tumor is forming. The kind you generally wouldn't even notice existed. And my health is deteriorating. I can't pursue it any longer. Oh, pursue. So he's even saying it. Charming man. I lost track of the enemy inside your body. I don't know why, but he looks like Sasuke from this exact angle. He's giving me Sasuke vibes. It has no power, and its movements are honestly slow, but being touched by that thing is dangerous and fatal. It's dark. Where am I? I can't see anymore. I'm sorry, Usagi. Oh my god. Alright. Well, so we're getting more crazy internal shots. The blood's coming out of my eye. Oh, God. JoJo, let's just get away from the land registry. They got Dragona, too. It's already in Dragona's body, too. And so this is JoJo saying it. Right? JoJo says, oh, he's not breathing at all now. And that's Usagi screaming. God damn it, I hate this. My eyes, somebody help me. All of you? You're kidding me, right? Somebody please help me. Usagi, be quiet. I'm trying to think. This enemy stand is an automatic pursuit type. That means the user isn't giving it direct orders, so then it must follow set rules on how its attack works. The stand's actions inside the body have a procedure. There's a sequence, Dragona. Bro, could you hear me? It's me, JoJo. Listen to me. The enemy stand is somewhere around your pulmonary artery connected to your heart. Oh, and that's why it showed it earlier. There's a set procedure, so it should start at your right lung. And Dragona's just out of it. Like, there's no way they're paying attention. Send smooth operators into your body and find it. It should be there right now. Send them down your windpipe and into your right lung. Okay, is this even working at all? Yeah. When you find it, use smooth operators to drag them out of your lungs. You've got to. And there's nothing in response. And Paco is shook. Dragona? You've got to do it yourself, big bro. Find it. I'm sure you can hear me. Give me a signal. Dragona, when you find it and catch it, give me some sort of signal. Please. Oh, God. Damn. This is actually going crazy right now. Big bro. And Dragona does move their hand. Let's go. the goat lives. Wait, what? Okay, the hand moved. The hand squeezed. I guess that's a signal. November rain, go! And so he's sending out some... This is disgusting. This is disgusting. Okay, I don't want to look at that. Send in a raindrop down the throat. God, this is so detailed. Oh, and Smooth Operators grabbed the thing. I see now. And then the rain is gonna attack it. Okay. Cool. I like that. Which it does. Completely destroying it. Like, this thing sucked. So it just breaks apart, which is insanely graphic if it wasn't little Scrimblow Bimblow dudes, which is cool. I wonder... No, it wouldn't. Okay. Dragonas wakes up, starts hacking and coughing. I don't know why Gibbo is the cough sound, but alright. Pig child. You saved me. Do mine too. Get mine out of me. Oh, you saved Pink child. Do mine too. Okay, so he's begging JoJo. Yours, Usagi. I lost track of it when I was in the arteries leading towards the brain. It disappeared on its way up from the heart. It's probably somewhere around the brain. Ah, no way! The human body is a labyrinth. There's no way to know its exact location anymore. He is going insane. Like, this reminds me a lot of, like, do you remember when Joshu went, like, ballistic at the end of Jojolands? It reminds me of that. His face is so, like, messed up. There's blood coming out of my eye. Is that symptom because of something it's doing to my brain? Towards the brain. I'll find it for you, Usagi. We need you. We're not going to abandon you. Yo. W. Shasta Dragona. The traitor. Doesn't matter. It's ride or die. The user should be showing up soon. The user is sure to be starting to search for us, to figure out just who we are, including our goal of browsing the original copies of the deeds so we could bring the lava rock close to them. We need to defeat them before that happens. This is a really nice shading on this panel of JoJo here. I'd prefer they didn't find out anything about our identities or anything about the lava rock. They'll end up pursuing us. Paco, head to a hospital. Oh, a hospital? A hospital now? Okay. The bigger the better. One that looks like it'll have an MRI. MRI? So we're just alright. Now learning what an MRI is. An MRI is an inspection device that uses magnetic resonant waves to create precise cross-section images of the inside of the body. We'll be able to see lesions or abnormalities inside Usagi's body. Of course, it won't show any stance, but it can tell us where to look based on the location of the lesions. Cool. That's where the stand will be. I've heard that MRI are really good at taking photos of blood vessels. If we know precisely where the enemy stand is, we can catch it and drag it out with my smooth operators. An MRI, that's a big machine. Who's gonna operate it? What about health insurance and stuff? Can we really entrust this to a lab technician or a doctor or whatever? We'll do it all ourselves. All you have to do is operate a computer. Anyhow, Usagi, look. The live cameras for monitoring traffic. They're set up all along the road. If we're going to the hospital, then there'll be some once we get there too. The cameras, yeah. Let's use your stand to switch out the cameras along with the road with fake videos. That'll remove any traces of this car from the record. And you don't need that straw stuck in your chest anymore, right? The enemy stand isn't in there anymore, and you can breathe now, can't you? You can do that, right? Go on, do it. Take the straw out of your chest and go for the cameras. Huh? You mean this? He's disgusting. I feel so bad. Like, it's just, ugh, all out of his mouth. It's nasty. You mean this? The Matsukudasai? How about I take that out for you? I need you, Usagi. And I have a band-aid. Okay, hold on. I need you, Usagi? No. They can't actually be doing it. Okay. So that's... Is that supposed to be Usagi in the middle, I guess? Because that's clearly Charming Man on the left here. Yeah, alright. And then Dragona and Usagi, I guess. It's getting really impressive with the cameras. Like, they look completely different. And we have a new challenger. Here we go. Guy with flowers on his back. Okay. Okay. So then those three just went home without doing anything? They didn't even take any photos? Then just looked at the land deeds and that's it? Yes. They were just visiting for a tour. It looks like they were students, studying the history of Hawaii or some such thing. Students? So, Agent Bobby Jean, what sort of investigation are you doing today? Is it about the alleged improprieties regarding Hallerco's land? It's a popular topic these days. The chairman of that company has got to be guilty. If the media reports are to be believed, they say they're acting in the name of nature conservation. And the land is so huge, it's hard for people to notice. Okay. They're a real dirty bunch if they're using that land for something they're not supposed to. Could even be money laundering or something. Right? That's highly classified information. Well, that's what I generally say, but I'm actually here as a private citizen today. I'm off duty. I'm just on a walk around the neighborhood and thought I'd stop by. So, these three are students. It's quite rare to hear about folks wanting to browse original... Why is that in quotes? Folks wanting to browse original paper copies of deeds. So just as a precaution, I wanted to take a look at the security camera footage. For a history study group, huh? This ID seems solid. Hey, did you see them on the shelf? This kitty's so cute. It says it's called a hula nyan dancer. I love it. It's so cute. I want it. Buy it for me, please. Look, look. The way the hula nyan dancer moves is so creepy. It's seriously cute. I really, really want it. This is the security room of the land registry office. I don't think it's for sale. Then, let's look for one at a shop. I want one. Buy one for me, please. I believe it's been over 10 years since that figure was made. It was merchandise they made for the state fair. I just got it as a souvenir and put it on the shelf as a decoration. But it wasn't popular, and they were barely able to sell any. They lost money on those things. Is this little girl the enemy? That's what I'm thinking, because it's that girl that they mentioned, so it's like, there's a girl, clearly. And now she has this super menacing face out of nowhere, which is funny. Yeah, whatever. I don't care, mister. It's cute. You really have no aesthetic sense. Just tell me where they sell it. Like he said, they don't sell it anymore. Come on, it's so good. I really, really want it. Please buy it, won't you? I want it. I want it so much. Just please buy it. You gotta. You have to buy it, please. This actually isn't my child. What? This actually isn't my child. I'm just looking after her today. We just came by while I was babysitting her. Oh dear. How about this? That's enough for something secondhand, right? Come on, how about it? Huh? Money? I'm sorry, I wouldn't be comfortable with something like that. What exactly is up with this hula neon dancer thing? I'm not even seeing any results online about it. Man, I really, really want it. Hey, no need to be so formal. Go on, take it. I can't take money. That isn't allowed. But I understand. I'll give it to you. You can have the figure as a present. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's no big deal, right? It's fine, just take it. It's not a problem, right? And then the little girl is bleeding now, which is insane. Okay, hold on. A nosebleed? Wait, there's no image of them leaving. Where did the three of them leave through? It's not on any camera videos. There's no sign of the three people leaving. No image of them exiting the building. This little girl is insanely menacing now out of nowhere. Like, what's going on here? What's going on? This is an ambulance parked here, right? I heard that the lady at the reception collapsed and was taken to the hospital. And that it was out of nowhere. There behind it. What's that van? It's unrelated. The shape and the color of the vehicle is different. The type of vehicle the three of them came in was a pickup. Why is this guy investigating when the little girl is doing all the effort? It's so funny. Who are these people? They're unrelated too. These three never went to the building. So then how exactly did the three people that browsed the deeds leave the building? Ah, these people are, yes, I believe that one is the boy who spilled some cup ramen inside the building. I remember. Inside the building? This boy the video shows out in the yard entered the building? There's no video of it. I'm certain of it. The noodles and the broth were all over the floor. We had it cleaned up, though. No, there's no proof they entered the building. And the three that browsed the deeds had totally different clothing and faces. But this guy, the one being carried by the other two, he looks unwell. He looks unwell? Yeah, he is being carried. Take a good look. He's sick. So, implying that one of these two groups of three people is a fake image? That can't be. Oh, this is insane. Personally, I don't care either way. I don't care whether or not we let these people go. I don't care who came to look at the paper deeds or why they did it. And I don't care who we follow. Because all humans will someday meet with an accident or disease and die without exception. Okay, that is... Okay. But this nosebleed, it looks like one of mine was beaten. Okay. Okay. The little girl stand. Okay. Okay. Well, that explains a lot. So the little girl is the one. Yeah. This girl is edgy as shit. Looks like one of mine was beaten. One of my bags groove. We should check the traffic cameras too. For cars, number plates, and such. Do it. You know what this means? The ones who were browsing the deeds, they were stand users. Alright, so this babysitter is absolutely a stand user as well. There's no way she's just saying, oh, one of my stands was defeated. There's no way that she's just going to say that in front of this random guy, and he doesn't also have a stand. So this dude also has a stand, no doubt in my brain. This girl is insanely smart, too. She figured that out like it was nothing, which is insane. Well, he helped as well. And to be fair, he is a private investigator type, so I guess. But he's also aware of stands. He must be. If he's with this little girl and she's aware of stands and she's talking about her stand, he must be aware as well. Which is interesting. Okay. I want to go back a bit. This is a lot. What does he do exactly? Investigation? So is he a cop? He must be a cop if he's an investigator, right? He must be. He must be a cop. But he's on private. But he's on private stuff. Why? Probably because he wants to do it himself and not deal with the system. That's what I'm thinking immediately. Okay, let me continue reading. Alright, so they're in a hospital. No, they're in... Yeah, they're in a hospital, yeah. I'm really bad when it comes to 3-letter acronyms. I pushed the wrong elevator button. This floor is the ICU. The intensive care unit, not the MRI. How do you get that confused? Sorry, let's get back in the elevator. Wait, look. In that treatment room. That's the woman from the land registry. They brought her to this hospital. Ah. That's awful. She's not connected to all this at all. But she was attacked by the enemy stand before Usagi was. I'd really like to do something to help her. It's just so absurd. First, we gotta make sure Usagi is safe. We need to prioritize ourselves. And hurry. Let's hurry and find that MRI. And then Jody... Absurd. Absurd. Oh god. He's triggered by that word. Ugh. Sophie. Please help my Sophie. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, shouts to Sophie. If you know who Sophie is, respect. Because that's definitely a reference. Because of the spelling. Oh, I'm saying. Cool. I'm going to actually send this to a friend right now. Should be good to go. Cool. Now let's continue. Alright. Sophie, please help my Sophie. So this is probably the guy who's going against Howler, right? The congressman? I can't believe this has happened. I can't stand it. What is he doing there? He's looking at iPad, okay. Congressman White, you mustn't. You should do some more careful deliberation. There's still too little evidence to sign it. Sophie, why'd they spell it different now? Sophie, it could actually become a liability if you do. You can't sign that just yet. Sophie is... My daughter is... This morning, my daughter was so cheerful and full of life. She made an egg breakfast while talking about Otani. She even made me a cafe out... I don't know what that is. It's a It's coffee. And now she's... I'm sure of it. My poor girl, her symptoms are from poisoning. This is an attack at me. I've been getting frets for a while now. This is Howler's work. Terrorism to get me to stay quiet about Howler's landed proprieties. Like I've said, there isn't enough proof. We need to be certain. We can't make a move until we find solid evidence. I fully sympathize with your situation, but signing that would go beyond the scope of your authority. I'm telling you, if you want proof... Oh, I'm telling you if you want proof. If you want proof, we'll find it by using state authority to seize their land on the island of Hawaii. Proof of their land and propriety. There's sure to be proof on that land. Damn it. How could this happen to my daughter? If only I'd signed this sooner. If we just seized their land, then maybe none of this would have... Please calm down, Congressman. I'm sure your daughter will be alright. She's in safe hands. Oh, she just died. Okay. No, she's not. She is not in safe hands. Sophie. Oh, Lord in heaven, please save my Sophie. That man. Looks like he's her father. The receptionist ladies. Yeah, must have rushed over when they contacted him. Her father's a politician. They're looking at the name. Huh, hey, you said they were going to seize the land, right? Using state of... Oh my god, they just need to tap it. They just need to tap the screen. And then it'll have... Oh, that's crazy. They just need to literally tap the thing and then... Oh, Guess it happened. That's wild. All right. Hey, he said they were going to seize the land, right? Using state authority, they'd seize Howler's land by force to make it state-owned land. What is this he's signing? That screen. It's a document. It's sent once you do a fingerprint authorization, Pink. The signature for authorization is already set up. Oh, man. This has got to be you-know-what. It's power. The lava rock. The land is on its way to us. So it's like pulling a fingerprint. Oh, that's crazy. It pulled a fingerprint from the screen down onto the thing. Oh, that's insane. And that's the end. Authentication complete. Wow, okay. Wow. They just did it. They just did it. Okay. So they... Okay, that was insanely fast. I feel so bad for that random girl, but the randomness, just worked in their favor. Great. That was crazy. That was crazy. I really enjoyed a lot of that. We got a lot of drama at the beginning. We saved Dragona. That was cool. Which then led to the transition of these two new characters, who seem pretty cool as well. I like them. They're fun. And then we get this sad stuff, but it leads to something fast-paced. This was crazy fast-paced. Well, it does two things. It sets up that land goal, but it also sets up the speed of it and insanity of, oh, this is going to go really bad. Because she died super fast. And if Usagi is already so close to this girl, just time-wise, he could die really soon as well. And Charming Man, we don't really know what he's up to right now. But at least Dragona's alive. That's cool. And the little girl's stand is this stand, Bag's Groove. I'll look up some of this stuff in just a second. But overall, no, this was a banger. This was a banger chapter. I thoroughly enjoyed reading through it. Thoroughly enjoyed. What do you guys think of the chapter? I would give that probably an 8 or a 9. It was really enjoyable. We got new characters introduced. Fun. I'm hoping these are probably minor antagonists, but if there's an investigator after them, I'm excited for that. And I am going to check something really quickly. Hold on. I knew it. I knew it sounded familiar. Bobby Jean is a Bruce Springsteen reference. Look at that. Shoutouts to all my Bruce Springsteen enjoyers. Shoutouts to them. He's in JoJo. Finally. I don't think he's been in it before. I don't think he has. No, duh. Thunder Road is... No, it's not. No, it's not. Thunder Road's not a thing. That was the one thing I wanted to be a thing. I was like, wait. No, it wouldn't be a thing. Yeah, I don't think he's had any until now. Because the ones I was thinking would be Thunder Road, which sounds like a Steel Ball Run location, right? Just name alone. That could be a Steel Ball Run location. But no. And then I don't think there's anything else that's calling out to me that could have been him before. But overall, excited. That's fun. The girl, we don't know her name yet. We know the other girl, her name is Sophie. Shouts to Sophie. I knew that immediately. Let's see what Bag's Groove is. Bag's Groove. Miles Davis. Okay, so it's a jazz song. Cool. I'll listen to that later. Obviously, I can't play anything because of copyright. So, Bruce Springsteen, Miles Davis, and Sophie. That's cool. Congressman White, that's too generic of a name, so I have no idea. But, overall, fun. We get a lot more references. They're always part of the fun of JoJo. And overall, looking forward to what's next in the chapter. That cliffhanger was really interesting with the thing just being certified. Like, I have no idea. Well, not I have. I had no idea that this was going to happen so fast. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen. And again, it's like this seemingly random girl who just so happened to have a politician dad, just so happened to be at the same hospital. Like, it's a lot of like, what kind of moments, in a good way. It feels like unbelievable, you know, like you can't even fathom, like, oh, that's, the coincidences are crazy, but it's about what you make of those coincidences. Like, they could have just not done anything with that, and it could have just been a normal tap on the screen. It could have, but it wasn't. However, because of the abilities they possess, they were able to use them because they're smart. They're not only smart, but they're also in the right place at the right time, and making the most of those moments, you know, which is cool. And they're obviously not going to get caught because, oh, I must have tapped it by accident. Oh man, my daughter just died, and now you're saying I did this on purpose, like something like that. And he probably would have done it anyway. Probably would have. I wonder how Rocky will deal with the main cast's powers, as they're so unique but very powerful. See, the thing is, they're not really powerful. They're more hyper-specific and useful. Because, think about it, like, Jotaro would destroy any of these people. Destroy them. Like, there's no chance. Or someone with, like, a muscle-bound ability that could just kill you. Like, all these are, like, tools in an arsenal of, like, alright, let's do this and this and this. Very, like, stealth-based, which is fun. So I'm excited to see, yeah, how he's able to make these work against, like, really crazy opponents. So I'm excited. I will say, so now that we know the girl stand is, the little girl stand is the stand, it's interesting because, like, I did compare it to the Wonder of You, obviously, but this is different. When the Wonder of You got damaged, I don't necessarily remember Toru getting damaged because the Wonder of You was sentient. Because whenever the Wonder of You got defeated by Josuke, Toru was still alive, obviously. He was completely fine. So this one having that connection is interesting because it makes her very aware of what's going on. Interesting. Maybe the girl must have some association with Howler. She must. If the stand is attacking, like, she must have some connection. And I don't think Araki's gonna kill a little girl. He does kill a lot of people, but I don't know about a little girl. So this character could stay around for a while, as well as this agent character. Because it just seems like that's too crazy for Araki, even. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this little girl and agent guy are going to be more important, or are they just going to be one-arc villains? Because, oh, he did get damaged? He did? Let me check. Oh, damage taken by either Toru or the stand is shared between both. Okay. Okay. So it is, that actually furthers the connection. Okay. He was damaged when the bubble took a chunk of the head. That's true, he was, yeah. He was. Okay. Maybe Howler has employed the little girl and the man, sort of like how Diavolo hired people to stop the Part 5 cat. Now, I can see that. I think the man might be a cop. Because this dude specifically mentioned investigations. So he must be some type of PI or a cop or something, a detective. He must do something like that. He could be hired by Howler. I absolutely agree there. Um, or, you know, he could, I don't know. He definitely has some stand knowledge. He definitely does. Little girls openly talking about her stand, being aware of a stand. He definitely either he probably has one. That's I think we all can agree he probably has one if this little girl is talking about it so normally. Um, 'Cause duh. But who he works for is my lingering like that because he could easily work for Howler. He could. But I don't know. Because he says he's doing it as a private citizen, which means he must work for some important corporation. Whether it's Howler or not, we don't know. Again, I still think he could just be a cop because he's investigating something, and they seem to not be bothered by him investigating something. So that's what I'm thinking. I think one of them dies, probably the man, and the girl reports back to her dad. Exactly, that's what I think. Or if Araki's crazy, he'll do the opposite. Yeah, that's the thing. This is Ultra Jump. Like, this is a... Kids can die. Kids can die. I just don't know if he would. He rarely does that. Like, he shows Tsurugi getting in immeasurable pain. He shows Lucy getting really hurt. He shows kids getting hurt. But killing them, he doesn't do. He doesn't kill kids. And I definitely do not think he would want our main character we're supposed to like and root for to kill a child. But he might do that just to show how different he is from the other Joestars. And while it's not intentionally killing her, these things are small and weak, so it is damaging her. If they do manage to, you know, do something really bad, it would probably look really bad. So that's what I'm leaning towards right now. This actually definitely added a lot of fuel to the fire. Like, this being in a hospital, that's pretty insane. The little girl's dialogue, I'm going to talk about that as well. So, two things I'm going to bring up to edit to the video. Little girl's dialogue, it being in a hospital. That's pretty much it. I think I'm good. Probably... I don't really know. The little girl's dialogue I'm absolutely adding. Oh, and this procedure, I'll add that. No, but it does. Wonder U doesn't have procedure. I'll add some stuff. I'll add it. You know how it is. You know how it is. So expect a JoJo video tomorrow. Actually, this time. Last time, obviously, I had it finished, but I didn't know when to upload it. Blah blah blah. But this one, it will be done. I'm literally, the second the stream is done, I'm gonna edit that. Get out tomorrow. So look forward to that. Look forward to that. Are the rock human references in this part and Wonder If You vibes in this chapter intentional? I don't think we have a rock human, right? I know a lot of people are on this train that there must be a rock human, and don't get me wrong. I could see the potential of it happening, but I think a lot of people are reaching because they're like, oh, well, Jojolands was the first part we read monthly, so it has to have some connection. Like, really, it doesn't. Really, it doesn't. Because if there were supposed to be rock humans the whole time, wouldn't rock humans be in Steel Ball Run? And, of course, they could retract and say there were, like they did in Jojolands. But, I don't know. The themes of this new era that Araki's done so far are the themes of struggle. They are the themes of, growth in some form, whether it is financially, whether it is emotionally, whether it is physically. It's growth and struggle. Because think about it, all our main characters we've had for the past 20 years, these guys are going through it. They're having a rough time. And it doesn't matter how they were raised, what they exactly are in the first place. They're all going through some struggle, and their whole goal of the story is essentially them overcoming that struggle, becoming greater than they once were, and having some sort of self-actualization moment, right? Johnny obviously had this. Josuke very obviously had this. And Jodio is going to do the same when he does become filthy rich, because he's going to. That's how stories work usually. Whether he's rich in spirit or rich with money, we'll have to find out. But he's going to be rich somehow. So, yeah, that is going to be it from me. As I said, hope you enjoyed this chapter. I thought it was a banger. Really, really liked it. And I have a lot of hopes for what's to come, especially with these new characters. They seem pretty cool. And with this being part 1 of this fight, we're probably going to see these guys for a while. So I'm excited to see them. Especially because these are our first humans we're fighting, which is fun. Outside of the GOAT, Rohan. And I am hopeful if these guys are police officers, that would be cool. That would add to my police are the villains angle. Or at least not the villains at this point, because Howler's probably the villains. But just concept of them being villainous characters, that would be fun. But yeah, that is going to be it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please consider, liking, you guys chatting all this. It makes it feel so alive. And I like coming together as a community just to talk about JoJo. It's super fun. If you do want to continue talking about it, there's a link to my Discord in the description. You should be able to see it. Let me check. Yes, there is. Link to my Discord in the description. We talk about JoJo there as well. And with that, that'll be it from me. And if you do obviously want to help support the channel financially, consider becoming a member of the channel. It helps a lot. And you also get fun little emotes, which is always fun. And with that, that'll be it from me. Hope you enjoyed. Take care.